Have you ever been called confident, strong, capable, reliable, but inside you actually felt anything but confident? You know, people may see you like you handle things, like you're the strong one, like you know what you're doing, and the one who does not fall apart. But inside, it's another story. Inside, you're questioning yourself, you're wondering if you're good enough, and you're trying to hold the image to like that you have everything together, that you know what you're doing, that you know you are the person that everyone else sees you. And today I want to talk about the difference between being confident and actually feeling grounded in yourself. And I will explain what I mean by that. But first of all, please write in the comments hashtag live if you're listening to this live, or hashtag replay if you're listening to a replay. Okay, so there are 3 points that I would love to point out. And the first one is something that I called performed confidence. And it is built around proving. And that's the first, let's say, the first confidence that I was speaking in the beginning, you know, when you have to prove everything. And what does that mean? That means that this is the kind of confidence that looks strong on from the outside, but it's actually very exhausting, because you know it's the confidence you always need to be prepared, you always need to look smart, you always have to have the right answer, and you always need to show up that like you deserve the place, you know. And people admire you for that, and like I said, call you strong, capable, and maybe they even say you're so confident, right? um, but inside you don't feel it, it does not feel like it, you don't feel, you know, grounded, you don't feel confident, and you know you're always kind of looking for the outside confirmation that you are confident. And your confidence depends on the others, it depends whether they approve, or depends whether you can keep the performance or the mask in place. And I actually know this very well, because you know, people often told me that I look very confident even when I was young. You know, I was looking smart, reliable, strong, and the one part of it was true. You know, I did felt that, not all the time, but let's say pretty much. But and I had built the confidence in many areas, but there was also part of me that still wondered, can I really do this? Can I keep up with everything? Can I be, let's say, a mother of 3 and being professionally successful? And just write proving in the comments if you know what it feels like to constantly show that you are capable. Okay. And that's pretty exhausting, and it takes a lot of time to do that, and it's actually not building your real confidence, you know, because you're putting you're putting strength, or you're putting something that you should feel inside to an outside circumstance, you know, to the people that are outside, to the environment that is outside, and you don't have control about it. So that's the confidence we don't want to have. I mean, ideally, right? But we're all humans, right? So we are all, you know, they say bloody under the skin. That means that we all have our weak moments. And on the other, and if you have that kind of confidence, the other people's doubt can hurt you. And the place they hurt you most is your hidden doubt about yourself, of course. And criticism, you know, hurts most often, you know, where you are feeling vulnerable. And I just want to share my experience that I have around a decade ago. And it was a time when I was finishing just my third maternity leave, and I had three small children. And I was appointed to a professional role that I was proud of. It was more publicly exposed. And when that news come out, there are articles about me started in all the main newspapers in my country. And it was not about my knowledge. It was not about my qualification. It was not about my work. The focus was that I was a mother of three, and that alone made me less capable or even unqualified. And I remember how deeply that hit me, because it was not only a public doubt. It touched something I had already started quietly asking myself. The questions like, can I really do this? Can I keep up? And can I still perform at this level with three kids and everything that was going on? So when other people questioned me, it did not create the doubt from nothing. It amplified the doubt that I already had. It was already there, and it was not nice. And it took me by surprise, because I was not aware that there was so much doubt in me. And when the article started, it was pretty much of a shock for me. And at the same time, at my then regular job, there was also a team meeting, and my coworker actually asked me in front of everyone, what makes me qualified for this job, and if I think that I'm capable and qualified enough. So he was raising doubt as well. And I was like, whoa, I really had to think about what kind of feelings were coming up, and doubts, because they were pretty severe. And I was actually thinking about resigning from the position, and doubting that I have a knowledge and skills to do that. It really, had a really big impact. So it was a time that I've had a lecture about me that was pretty severe, and I was not aware of, the lack of confidence and self-trust. But it was a great lesson. And if you had that kind of experience, please comment below this video. I would really love to know. And my third point in this video is that confidence is not about never doubting. Let's be clear on that. But it's not obeying the doubt. And confidence is something that is built from the inside out, not from the outside in. So, misunderstood confidence. You think being confident means you never feel insecure. You're confident all the time. You feel you will never be shaken, or you will never question yourself, or no fear will come out. But that's not real confidence. I mean, confidence is all that, but despite all of it, acting. It's not about the absence of doubt. It's the ability to hear that doubt, to hear that fear, to have second thoughts, but handling the steering wheel and taking next step. And it's being able to say that I hear you. Yeah, I hear you. I feel this. This is uncomfortable, and I am still allowed to trust myself and do the next step. Okay. And what helped me come back to myself was not, and back to the confidence, was not some motivational, speech or I don't know, therapy or whatever. It was being reminded by the people who really knew me, because those people that were writing articles about me did not know me, did not ever speak to me, and those were my female friends, and they gave me this wooden carved picture with a girl and a saying, "You can do anything." And in that moment, it was like something switched in me, and I remember that they know me and they see me, and that they trust me, and my confidence came back because of it. Because I was like, am I going to really allow that people that do not know me, do not see me, really define my doubt, define my confidence even? And so I just stopped explaining myself to the people who already decided over me without even knowing me. And I took the next step, and the next and the next. I did not resign. I took the position, and it was one of the best experiences in my life. And it became a turning point for me, actually, because it was a lesson that I will never forget. So comment below #trust if you are ready to stop treating every doubt as a fact and start doing the next step toward building your confidence. Okay. And if this felt familiar, I want you to leave you with this question: where in your life are you still trying to prove something to people who may have already decided not to really see you? And what would change if you trusted yourself just a little more that you trusted your doubt? And if you want to go deeper, I have two places where you can start. And the first one is my free workbook, The Real Reason You Feel Not Enough. And it's for the part of you that caring, proving, and still wondering why it does feel like you're not enough. And the second is my $7 course, Release the Fear of Judgment and Shame. And that one is for you if you feel like you're constantly measuring yourself through other people's expectation eyes, and you want to feel safer being yourself again. And I will put both links in the comments below this video. And if this kind of conversation supports you, subscribe, because I'm going live for 30 days in a row, and we'll keep talking about confidence, self-trust, emotional safety, overthinking, and coming home to yourself. And for today, I want you to remember this: other people's doubt can be loud. Yes, that's true, but loud does not mean true. So thank you for being here with me today. Breathe, soften, and come home